All right, folks, this one's going to go into the surprise category. Oh, my goodness. Let me read a title of an article to you that I'm actually looking at. Now, of course, this one, at the time of this recording, is a couple of days old, but it still is in the surprise category. It says United States is alarmed at Iran's nuclear progress. Deal may become a thing of the past. Let me read this. It says, Rob Miley says, Tehran has enough uranium to build bomb within weeks if it chooses to, accuses Iranian negotiators of adding irrelevant demands in Qatar talks. First of all, I just want to simply say this because I think this is very important, okay? Understand the fact that this current regime has been claiming that Iran is 2 weeks away from building a nuclear bomb for a long time. Make no mistake about it. They have that ability. The question is whether or not they're going to extend that ability and face international pressure. Now, there's a lot to this and it can get a little complicated, but let me just read the next paragraph in this article. It says this, it says the United States and other Western powers are alarmed at the advancement of Iran's nuclear capabilities. The Biden regime's Iran envoy Robert Malley said on Tuesday, he says this, and here's the quote, they're much closer to having fissile material for a bomb, and then goes on to say, to our knowledge, they have not resumed their weaponization program, which is what they would need to develop the bomb. But we are, of course, alarmed as our partners at the progress they've made in the enrichment field. Okay, first of all, if he says that they're alarmed, let me just tell you something. They're not telling the truth. Either that or it would be the worst option, which is they choose to be aloof, which is an absolutely terrible alternative here. The reality of it is they are getting what, in essence, they paid for. And what they paid for is to help Iran and to be sympathizers with Iran in an attempt to take an anti-Semitic stance without being blatantly anti-Semitic. And the reality of it is, ladies and gentlemen, the United States of America is creating an ongoing condition of judgment for itself because of the leadership choosing to side with people who are sympathetic towards the causes of the destruction of the Israeli state. By the way, it is very interesting. Iran wants to destroy the United States of America as well. So once again, surprise, surprise, the regime that is in office right now in our great republic wants to destroy America too. So they've got a lot in common. And the reality of it is, folks, we are facing judgment as a nation because of the decision that the nation as a whole has made to live unrighteously. And the beginning of that judgment is for this president to be in office. Now, you can argue that no one ever voted for him and blah, 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 blah. All of those arguments are, they can be reasonably founded. But the reality of it is God placed the president in this office to judge the United States of America, and it's a terrible thing. I think that Christians have refused to take a stand in many of these areas because of the lies that they've been communicated, thinking that we are not obligated or should not be obligated to get involved in politics, when in reality, God does not want our lives to be compartmentalized from the political arena. Every bit of our lives should be dedicated to the Lord, including our view on politics and so on and so forth. Folks, if there is any hope for our nation, which it seems as though hope is diminishing, we must, as a nation, seek God and desire to do the things that are right before his eyes. And we got to get involved, and we've got to stand against these wicked rulers, and we've got to speak up, and we've got to use the power that we have through our voices in this great republic to do something about it. No matter what, let me just simply say this. Jesus is coming soon, and our knowledge of the fact that Jesus is coming soon should be the very thing that motivates us to put our hands to the plow and not look back, because when Christ comes back for me, I want him to see me putting my whole heart into making this country a better country and into living for him the way he's called me to. Plain and simple, folks. All right? Keep your head up. Jesus is coming. God bless you.